The NFL coaching carousel continues to spin, and the Bears continue to look better and better. We're going to talk about whether or not the Pro Bowl matters at all anymore, and Super Bowl connections as well. CHGO Bears starts right now.
Live from the Xfinity Loft, where we're making it happen all off-season long. This is the CHGO Bears Podcast. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the Happy Hoge button. We've got Happy Hoge here today. Happy Hoge.
I am happy.
Very happy.
And we've got Gregory P. Allen Braggs.
Let's go.
Back from his sanctioned school day as he went to second grade yesterday and reportedly did not do particularly well. Looking forward to hearing the deep dive on that. But I heard Addison really went forward with you around.
Addie's killing it. She got AB honor roll here last semester. So
congratulations, Dad. Way to go.
Very proud of her.
Way to go, Addie.
Mostly congrats to Jetty, I think.
Very congrats to Jenny. Very much so.
You're in there, buddy. I will not let you get your 50%.
No.
No.
I'll give you 27.
Yeah, that's generous.
You made it through yesterday.
Okay. Well, Gregory, you do
Math was never my strong suit. Still isn't.
You are a loving father, which compensates for your lack of whatever else you're not doing well. All right, let's talk about a ton today, team. We've got the NFL coaching carousel, and we're looking at it from a Bear standpoint and how it just makes you feel so much better this year. And we're going to have a Pro Bowl discussion coming up here. And then, we're going to do some Super Bowl tie-ins to the Bears, which will be extra fun. And I think I'm going to annoy Hoge again with some of my angles here. But I look forward to that.
That's a shocker there.
Yeah, guaranteed. You don't have to tell them that you're going to do that. Everybody knows.
I'm warning you. I'm bracing the Hoge. It's a new segment. Brace
the Hoge.
Brace the Hoge.
Okay.
For the brilliance that's coming here. But this started out as I'm just watching the Bills fire Sean McDermott, and then they're interviewing Phillip Rivers, and then he's pulling out, and then there's all the Phillip Rivers pulling out jokes going around literally every corner of the NFL world because yes, that happens. And then I'm thinking, and then today they hire Joe Brady, which maybe that's I guess a halfway decent recovery. But I'm like, this feels familiar. Remember when the Bears had a guy by the name of Lovie Smith, and the Bears were 10-6, and a lot of people were unhappy that they weren't going farther, and he was getting. And for those of us like me, we're like, this guy's so boring. Can anybody else be the head coach of the Chicago Bears? I've had enough. And then they hired a guy by the name of Mark Trestman.
You got what you asked for,
and it got worse. So it's like, and now.
And if you thought he was boring, then they hired John Fox.
And then they hired John Fox, who was drunk and dead. And then after that, who was next?
Well, wait a minute. I don't think he was drunk or dead.
He was both. He was definitely how's this? He was checked out and gone. Checked out and gone?
Well, he was definitely halfway to his boat in Marco Island. That's different.
Yeah,
and I respect him for that. Yeah. I right now am halfway to my boat on Fox Lake.
You're
April 16th.
That's when it opens back up.
Weather permitting. Based on this weather, June 16th.
Well, all right.
Well, let's do this, okay?
Yeah.
Let's play a quick game of did they get better? Okay, as we go through these coaching hires. The Bills are hiring Joe Brady, their own offensive coordinator, over Sean McVay.
5-year deal,
or
too.
Sean McDermott, replacing Sean McDermott. Is that an upgrade?
Seems kind of a wash to me.
I think it's a wash. Best case scenario. I think there's an argument to be made that continuity, with the offense and with Josh Allen, it's not the worst thing in the world. But, Sean McDermott was a pretty good coach. So if you're going to make that move, just because you're kind of frustrated losing in the playoffs, you better have a better plan than that.
I feel like Sean McDermott's the number one coaching candidate out there. Joe Brady was not. To me, it's a downgrade.
Okay. Steelers, Mike McCarthy.
Seems like a wash.
I think that's another downgrade.
I don't hate this hire, and I like Mike McCarthy more than most. I thought if the Bears did not get Ben Johnson or Mike Vrabel last year, he might have been the best candidate left. But I don't think he's better than Mike Tomlin. I don't think you got better.
Until you tell me who their quarterback is going to be.
Well, that's
not just for next year if Rodgers decides to team back up with him, but for the long term. Because that's he's a wash because he's kind of like offensive Mike Tomlin in a lot of ways. Consistently wins in the regular season, consistently fails in the postseason.
He's got a great record with quarterbacks.
But yes, he's not just a great record with quarterbacks, but a resume that shows he can develop quarterbacks.
Right.
So tell me who their quarterback's going to be, and then maybe it could be an upgrade.
I honestly, I don't care who their quarterback is. There's no way if you just were to judge them in their coaching careers. Mike Tomlin goes to the playoffs every single year. Mike Tomlin's amazingly well respected. Mike McCarthy, a lot of his success, you can draw it right to the quarterbacks that he did coach. I'm not saying it's a terrible hire, but if you're going to talk about who's a better coach and who will go down in history as a better coach, Mike Tomlin or Mike McCarthy, Mike Tomlin's going to win that race every time.
I agree with you. I think Mike Tomlin is better. I think that you are overrating the difference between the two of them. Both got one Super Bowl. Both made the playoffs a ton. Didn't make it much farther than that.
Who makes chicken salad out of chicken soup or chicken soup out of chicken salad or hot fudge
I'm just
sundae?
saying, if you look at the resumes, they're actually not that different.
I got it, but
they both got their Super Bowl ring. And they both consistently win and then come up short in some of the biggest moments.
Tomlin only gets the edge because he made the playoffs
Right.
winning season 19 straight
Exactly.
years, which will never happen again. Like that's insane record.
Well, that's a big time accomplishment.
Okay,
Right.
well,
But
look at
it's
Mike McCarthy's record. He doesn't have that
but-
many losing
but
seasons himself.
Right, but the reason
He has some, which is more than Tomlin.
But the reason why you'll give McCarthy a puncher's chance in this conversation is that this is a quarterback-driven league. This is an offensive league. McCarthy is an offensive coach. He's a quarterback developer, and if they can get a quarterback to pair with him, okay, Mike Tomlin's floor, he has the highest floor of any coach of all time. But a ceiling in the NFL nowadays means you got to have an offensive-minded head coach and a quarterback that's paired with him.
Listen, I was on Andrew Filippone, Pony's afternoon show in Pittsburgh on the amazing channel that it's on, and they wanted Tomlin out. They were done with him. They enough was enough. It had run its course. So I'm not saying like it couldn't work out for the Steelers, but if a year ago we were sitting here and the Bears had hired Mike McCarthy, you would have done your very best to explain why it was a good hire. But most Bears fans would not have been excited about it, and it ain't like hiring Ben Johnson to sort of.
Which is the point of this segment.
Which is the point of this
Titans,
segment.
Robert Saleh. Another retread head coach.
Making the rounds.
I gotta say,
better than hiring Matt Nagy.
I don't think
Congrats.
it's a bad hire for Tennessee. I think he actually, entering the firestorm that always is the New York Jets, I don't think he did the worst job in the world. Does well defensively, and it sounds like if Brian Daboll doesn't get the Raiders job, that's going to be their OC. I don't think it's the worst setup for the Titans, and actually with Brian Callahan being their head coach before, I think this is an upgrade.
Agreed.
This is an upgrade for Tennessee. I completely agree.
But let's see who their OC is first. It might be Brian Daboll. It might not be.
Right.
But if it is, that's good. But at the same time, again, it helps to have your head coach as your play caller and offensive mind, because if Brian Daboll does unlock Cam Ward, then it won't be too far gone before Brian Daboll is a head coach somewhere else, and now you're restarting a different offensive system with your young quarterback.
Again, what's the point of this segment? Would you rather have Robert Saleh or Ben Johnson? Ben Johnson. Keep going.
The Ravens hire Jesse Minter. I don't know if Jesse Minter's Mike McDonald or if he's Brandon Staley. I have no idea. But I think both are on the table.
Well, we know that he's not John Harbaugh.
Right. I think it's this one I don't know. I think I'm just going to say wash right now. I understand why the Ravens moved on from John Harbaugh. I understand why the Steelers moved on from Mike Tomlin. Sometimes it is time, and you got to freshen these things up, especially in the Ravens case where you have Lamar Jackson and you're wasting an MVP away right now. The Dolphins go with Jeff Hafley. I think it's a downgrade. I think this thing is destined for failure.
Yeah, I mean, Mike McDaniel was getting awful weird down there, but he was highly sought after, and and Jim Harbaugh goes and picks him up, and they're super excited about it.
I couldn't think of a more opposite pairing than those two.
And the GM
What's
and
funny
the
is, like,
head coach look the exact same.
They are very opposite in personality, but like they're also uniquely odd, like in terms of like how they're comparable in that regard.
That's how I look at it. Like weirdo number one, weirdo number two. You two are going to be perfect together. It's like a perfect pairing.
Yeah.
Harbaugh wanted the head coach of the offense. Here you go, Mike. Go ahead, do your thing, and we can be weird together.
All right, the Falcons hire Kevin Stefanski. I think this is an upgrade over Raheem Morris.
Yes,
I think Stefanski is a good coach. I think
they did better.
He was not to blame for a lot of things that went wrong in Cleveland, and was still somehow a 2-time coach of the year with the Browns. So I think that they upgraded. And then John Harbaugh goes to the Giants.
Good job.
Which is probably an upgrade too. So
that's an upgrade. I don't think
the Giants are the only team, though, that I think can make the case that they've really hit a home run with their hire, which is the point of why we're bringing all this up. Is it's widely considered a weak coaching cycle, and 10 teams still somehow decided to make the decision to switch up their head coach. There's no question the Bears hit a home run. There's no question the Patriots in the Super Bowl hit a home run with Mike Vrabel. And I just wonder, as you sit here and you have the Bills seemingly settling for Joe Brady, I think you can make the argument that the Steelers settled for Mike McCarthy, no different than the Bears would have been settling for Mike McCarthy last year if they hadn't gotten Ben Johnson. The Browns, Cardinals, and Raiders still haven't made a hire. Now, if I'm the Cardinals, I'm begging Sean McDermott to come down to Arizona. But there doesn't seem to be a lot of interest there. Nobody wants the Browns job, apparently. And this Raiders thing is interesting because you would think with Tom Brady there that they would
Tom Brady,
come
the
up with
number one pick, Ashton Genty, Brock Bowers.
But they haven't made a hire
Mason
either.
Crosby to stay because he's leaving for the Bears. Him and Caleb are friends now.
Number one overall pick.
So, I mean, the Bears, we're used to them being in this situation.
Yeah.
I don't think they've ever been in a spot where nobody wants the job because the Bears are still the Bears. But they've certainly, you go back and look at some of the finalists over the years, and it's been duds, selecting from bad options, or picking a bad option over an actual good option like Bruce Arians. It feels like the Bears have gotten out of this cycle, this endless cycle of not knowing how to find a good coach, keep that coach, have a good staff around them. And I think that for the first time in a long time, you can make the argument that the Bears have become the envy of what's basically a third of the league here this year, trying to find a new coaching staff to fix what's ailing them. And I don't think that should be lost on Bears fans. I think that's a really, really good sign.
No, I agree. And I think it's showing, even in the first year, and this is obviously going to be a big off season for Ryan Poles, but just goes to show you how much a good head coach and coaching staff is going to help you as a GM. Because, Al Harris was a guy that was a big proponent for Nashawn Wright. You had DeMarco Jackson come in mid-season, C.J. Gardner-Johnson mid-season because of, Dennis Allen's connection to those guys, right? And, like, those kind of decisions, and you look at the draft, obviously going offensive heavy and Ben Johnson making you look like a genius, and so when you have good coaches that understand what they want to do from a philosophy standpoint and then give you that advanced scouting in terms of what you do as a GM, It just becomes a trickle-down effect to what you talked about of organizational stability. But it, to me, all starts with your head coach.
If I'm, just to wrap this up, if I'm Ryan Poles and I'm watching this go down, I'm just sitting with a smile in my off-season home or in the office or whatever Ryan Poles does this time of year. I'm sure he's working hard getting ready for Combine and everything else. So I'm looking at this. I'm like, thank you. Like, I don't know if anybody's seen the movie When Harry Met Sally. This is Carman. When the one couple finally they find each other, and this is before when Harry and Sally get together, and they're so happy that they found each other. Like, tell me I'll never have to be out there again. You'll never have to be out there again. Well, I mean, that's how I would feel like with Poles right now. Like, I don't have to be out there again, and at least for a long time right now. I do not have to. This is not something that my job is going to require me to do for a long time. And if you look at any of these hires, from the Bills to the Steelers to the Titans to the Ravens to the Dolphins, Falcons, Giants, maybe the Giants, I'll leave that one out because John Harbaugh's John Harbaugh. Any of these guys, if you said, hey, you can have Ben Johnson instead of who you hire, I think they'd all take Ben Johnson. I think every single one of them.
Of course.
Would. So,
Of course. I mean, every one of these teams, even the Giants, who had the biggest upgrade, right, with John Harbaugh, they would have hired Ben Johnson over John Harbaugh in a New York minute.
Yeah.
You know, because every team is looking for that next coach. That's why Declan Doyle is getting the offensive coordinator interviews he's getting. Now the Ravens are looking at him. There's whispers about how he's going to be the next hot head coaching candidate because everyone's trying to skip ahead to finding that next Ben Johnson before your rival ends up with Ben Johnson.
Bruno Kirby and Carrie Fisher, that's excellent, which is also Princess Leia. Shout out Princess Leia.
Just said a lot of words there.
What did you just say?
Bruno Kirby and Carrie Fisher were the actor and actress in When Harry Met Sally who found each other. Okay. The actual real people. Good job there by The Real Chow. The Real Chow. Haven't seen you in a while, The Real Chow. I don't know if I've ever seen you, Real Chow. Shout out The Real Chow.
Haven't seen you in a while.
The Real Chow's been like laying in the weeds for When Harry Met Sally reference. Then he just came flying in. Look at The Real Chow.
I thought that was Billy Crystal.
No, Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan. That's when those two went on a date with Kirby. They were getting set up with Kirby and Fisher, Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal. It didn't work out, and they ended up back together. It was a great movie, right, Sarah? Right. All right. But first, shout out to our friends at Bet365. I was at the United Center last night, and Bet365 made it all that much more fun as I watched the Bulls not guard LeBron James. Hey, it's never ordinary at Bet365 or Luka Doncic. Tip-off Tuesdays, that's right. Place a qualifying same-game parlay bet. And you, my friend, can win with the safety net bet feature. On the Tuesday NBA games, you get up to $10 in bonus bets if the bet loses, which is a nice little perk right there. Download the app and use the code CHGO365 when you sign up. And yes, there's breaking news from Bet365. New customers, you get $200 in bonus bets. Hoge, when you bet $5, win or lose. Sign up. Use the code CHGO365. Deposit $10, place a bet for $5, $200 in bonus bets. If your bet wins or loses, can be used on spreads, totals, players, props, futures, whatever the moment. Never ordinary at Bet365. You do have to be 21 or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral service can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER in-app only.
And let me tell you about the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. What if you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi? And what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? Wouldn't that be nice?
That'd be amazing. I could probably do well at second grade math.
Well, you can do that with the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Imagine Wi-Fi that makes everything in your home work together, helps you learn second grade math, and it finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi with the 6th Sense. And you can stream the game too, even when the whole family is online. All 4 of John's kids online at the same time.
It's
you can
unbelievable.
still watch the game.
Is he supposed to be in here today?
Yeah, well, you know.
Xfinity.
Xfinity. Here's the best part. There's no annual contracts. There's no hidden fees, and Xfinity's best equipment is included. So lock in your price and unlock the possibilities with Xfinity. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply.
All right, shout out one more time to the real Chow, who's just making all sorts of movie jokes here, doing a great job in there, baby fish mouth. That's fantastic. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as we move on to the Pro Bowl. But before, nope.
Craigulator.
Oh yeah, we got to do the Craigulator.
It's time for the Craigulator. It's time
Off-season
for the Craigulator. It's time
Off-season Craigulator.
I need Woot back here. Craigulator gifted 10 CHGO Sports memberships to people in the chat.
Craigulator. Let me tell you something about the Craigulator, Hoge. He doesn't stop. In season, off season, weekend, night, Tuesday.
Unlike the Duke, who
he might
might have died on us.
Shout out the Duke. He's out there.
I think he's out there.
That's what I'm saying. Shout him out. Duke, we miss you. And I partly think you are the Craigulator, but Craigulator, you're your own guy, so you can't be the Duke. But you have Duke-like tendencies. He does, man. This guy's consistent. But Hoge, before you talk Pro Bowl, if anybody's wondering why Greg Braggs is wearing all this Purdue garb tonight, it's because Purdue's playing Indiana, and he wants to remind everybody that he's a Purdue fan and not an Indiana fan when he was a 10-year-old, and he was an Indiana fan. I assume that's why you're wearing all this garb?
Yeah, it's a big day today. Big day for Purdue to get off a losing streak.
They lost 2 in a row?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
Got a lot of Illinois fans going at me right now because they beat Purdue. It's a good win for them.
Wagler for the win.
That was a good game.
Wagler for the win. Thank you, Craigulator. You're the man, as per always. All right, let's talk Pro Bowl here. And the reason why we're talking it is because Shedeur Sanders being named to the Pro Bowl is maybe the most ridiculous thing in NFL postseason history ever.
So I saw somebody trying to explain it, that, like, you know, this guy's hurt. Drake May's in the Super Bowl. This guy's hurt. This guy can't play.
A long list of hurt players, right.
Right. Did they just run completely out of quarterbacks, though?
They did.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Basically, they did.
So who's in the Pro Bowl in the AFC? For quarterbacks?
Well, first off, who cares?
Well, while you look this up,
Hold on.
Yeah, look up who the AFC Pro Bowl quarterbacks are, and then I'll give you the reason why.
Josh Allen's got to be one of them.
Not playing.
Not playing.
Why? Because he's hurt?
He's sad.
Oh, he has a kid coming. Okay. Lamar Jackson?
Not playing.
So, but
hold on. Yeah, keep going.
Can we send Josh Allen's backup, Mitch Trubisky, there? I mean, the point of this is, like, the game already doesn't exist. It's called the Pro Bowl games. It's not even being played in a stadium. It's in the same convention center that we're going to be doing our shows from next week. And the question is, should the Pro Bowl matter anymore? And before you respond, Carm.
Yeah.
First of all, put your computer down. I asked that question in the pre-show meeting earlier, and you got passionate. You had a passionate response.
Yeah.
Bring that to the table right now, because we're doing the live show now.
Well, you asked a question that I think needs to be answered before I give you the passionate response. Listen, the originals were Drake May, Justin Herbert, and Josh Allen. All right?
Okay.
All right. Herbert and Allen both hurt. All right. Okay. Patrick Mahomes, Daniel Jones, Bo Nix, season-ending injuries. All right. Trevor Lawrence, one of the top ballers, didn't want to play in the game. Sanders was not selected. Of the 4 alternate selections, wasn't announced. And so here he comes. And by the way, this is the 4th year that the Pro Bowl eliminated its game and got rid of the full contact, and now you got the week-long skills. Nobody wants to play. All right. Well, first of all, like, Pro Bowl itself used to be a great honor. You made the Pro Bowl. Like, that stood for something. You were on the upper echelon of all the players in the NFL. That's an insane accomplishment, which should be celebrated. And what they need to do now is, in my mind, change the name of what's happening here. Shedeur Sanders will participate in the carnival along with the other players that are playing in the carnival, because that's what it is. It's a carnival game. It's for kids. We're playing flag football, which is what kids play. The honor itself should, like, there should be all Pro Bowl, Carnival. Something like that, like carnival players. Mitch Trubisky should not have on his resume that he ever made the Pro Bowl because he didn't. He was in the carnival. He was the guy on the circus. He wasn't actually he wasn't one of the elephants. He was the guy that ran out there with the shovel and picked up the elephant's poop. That's what he was. So like there needs to be a distinction. Like Shedeur Sanders should not have on his resume, Shedeur Sanders made the Pro Bowl. No, he didn't make the Pro Bowl. He was the carnival attendant. He was the guy standing there trying to get you $5 so you could win a stuffed animal for 10 cents. It's insulting to the actual Pro Bowl players out there, which is what irked me.
Well, and that's where, like, so, and I'm already seeing in the chat right now, and I get it. Should the Pro Bowl matter? And people are saying, it doesn't matter. But it does, because it comes up when the Pro Bowl names got announced, we did a show on it, and we were like, Deshaun Wright got snubbed. Yar, we're angry about it. And then Steven cut a great short on it. And then we put that out there, and you clicked on it. And you're like, I agree. I'm a Bears fan, and he should be a Pro Bowler. And then 900 people didn't go to the Pro Bowl, and he's in the Pro Bowl anyway after all of that. But this stuff comes up in contract negotiations. Like, it's put on your resume. I made the Pro Bowl.
Right, which is what
I'm worth this. To which I that's where I'm at, like, I asked Adam Johns if Tuesday night he wants to go cover this thing, and he said no.
Well, see, I think we absolutely should go cover it.
We can't. We didn't get a credential.
Well, we should go to it and pay. How much?
They should be begging us to go cover
Correct.
this thing, but they didn't give us a credential.
Well, we should just show up there and tell them that, listen, we're here to help you guys, and you should let us in, and we'll do content and whatever else.
Let me back up. I basically said, we didn't get a credential to Pro Bowl. Johns, how badly do you want me to fight this? Don't care.
Well, right. No one
Great.
cares. Right. But
And that was it. And that was the end of it.
But, listen, we want to bring light to the carnival, and that's what, there's got to be something going on in there that's, what else are we doing that night?
We're going to the media party.
Oh, yeah, we can't go then. The media party's fantastic. It's good networking for all of us, and can't wait to hang out with all our media friends who love this show. Whatever. We could do both, by the way, but regardless, I just found it very insulting. The guy played 7 games. He was the farthest thing from a Pro Bowler. If you don't have somebody who could at least remotely be considered a Pro Bowl player, then don't embarrass the entire process by saying Shedeur Sanders is a Pro Bowler. That's insane.
Right. I mean, I think the bigger thing is about, to your point, Hoge, that you made either off there or you just made it with the contract negotiations.
Yeah.
Like how much this, does have bearing. And that's the most important thing. It's not about, fans' reaction or the designation. It's about how it affects how these guys get paid and the elevators they get by making the Pro Bowl. So to your point, we don't need to call them the carnival, poop shovelers. But I think if you're a Pro Bowl alternate, then you do not get a Pro Bowl designation or a Pro Bowl elevator in your contract by making it as an alternate. That should be what it comes down to.
Is CJ Stroud in it?
Well, listening to some people talk about it, there was either A, people were hurt, or B, they declined to be a part of it.
Right. Well, because I'm just trying to find other AFC quarterbacks. I don't know if CJ Stroud turned it down or not. I don't think CJ Stroud is particularly
also
all that
not
great.
A Pro Bowler, but okay.
But he's better than Shedeur Sanders.
100%.
He should definitely be in there.
I mean,
isn't Joe Burrow healthy now? Why isn't he in it? He played 7 games. Shedeur Sanders played 7 games.
Is there a way that we could get Tyson Bagent to be an AFC alternate?
Thank you for saying that out loud and not have me not be the one. The guy had a 75% completion percentage this year, 3 for 4. I might as well put him in the Pro Bowl too.
That's crazy. He had 4 passes this year.
Yes, he did.
Who? Tyson? I thought he only had the 1 to
3 for 4.
To Caleb.
3 for 4.
I could not name the other 3. That's crazy.
Can Carm name the other 3? That's what I want to know right now.
Oh, of course he could.
What are his 4 passes right now?
I can't name him. He had one out in the end of one game that.
That's right.
He threw it
played
to
at the end.
Yeah,
because he had the incomplete on the one where they were winning by a lot. That's right. He came at the end when they were blowing a team out for once.
The NFC roster is Stafford, Prescott, Darnold, Puka. I mean, see, this is the thing. These are real players. They don't put Shedeur Sanders out there. Jackson Smith and Jigba, George Pickens, Amon-Ra, Jahmyr Gibbs, Christian McCaffrey, Bijan. I mean, come on, man.
But, like, if we are going to do this, then maybe stop doing NFC, AFC. Because, like, just pick the next best quarterback. Caleb should be in ahead of Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah. I mean, this is like I think carnival's the right word for it. This is a 3-point contest. This is the maybe you should just name it. Dudes who are willing to sacrifice some time in the off-season game for the spirit of football. Come watch in Super Bowl week. I do like that, by the way, that's before the Super Bowl. I always thought it should be before the Super Bowl.
Well, now it's actually at the Super Bowl too.
And so that part they got right.
That part's new this year. Usually it's been this coming weekend somewhere else.
And whoever put in the chat that I should be running this, that's great. I should. I'd have them competing in tennis. Yeah. I'd have a 3-on-3 hoop contest. We'd have an egg tossing contest. I would do all sorts of stuff that nobody would care about, but it would be like the ABC Wild World of Sports for the real old hats out there. Just maybe we get. I mean, I don't know. We have a pie eating contest. Who's like get the offensive lineman in there? Just throw some banana cream in there. Get in there. Let's see who can knock it down. Right, Sarah? Pie eating contest. Hoge.
I think Sarah's smart enough to stay out of this.
Yeah,
Would you rather watch? Honestly,
I'd rather watch none of it, and I haven't watched any of it. I haven't watched a Pro Bowl since way back when it was in Hawaii. And
I kind of like that Shedeur's in it just because of how much it will upset everyone.
Okay.
And there he is. Would you rather watch Joe Tooney run 60?
Because it doesn't matter.
Run 60 yards or eat cherry pie? Cherry pie or run 60 yards, Tooney? Go.
Why? Don't make me answer stupid.
When we come back,
we're
going to talk about the game that actually does matter in San Francisco, the Super Bowl, and a bunch of Bears connections that are in that game. All of that is coming up. But first,
this episode is being brought to you by Prize Picks. The big game is almost here, and there's no better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than with Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. And since the big game is right around the corner, that also means it's your last chance to get in on the football action before next season. Don't cry. It's okay. You can still get in on it right here with Prize Picks. So closing the season out right with Prize Picks. Do it by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. It's very simple. Look, Prize Picks is available everywhere, and it's just a 2 to 6 player projection. The more you bet, the more you do more or less on the big game, the better off you are. And that's right. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code CHGO to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. The code is CHGO, $50 in lineups after you place your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
That's right. And, hey, guys, winter is not only here, but it has been relentless.
It's the worst.
It has been relentless, and you have to ask yourself if your home is up for the heating challenge, because now is the time to schedule your Four Seasons furnace tune-up right now. And if you're thinking about a whole home generator, they have you covered. I'm big on whole home generators. They are a lifesaver for this time of year. Power goes out, they're always going to keep the lights on. Look around your cul-de-sac, or I do, see the people with the generators and the people that aren't. One side of the tracks are happy, the other side are not.
So power goes out a lot in Indiana.
Get your whole home generator. Make sure Soldier Field, when they move the Bears to Northwest Indiana, get your whole home generator. Save up to $4,000 on furnace and comfort systems. Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric has been serving Chicagoland for over 50 years. Your trusted local experts. So visit fourseasonsheatingcooling.com for all their special offers and money-saving coupons. That's fourseasonsheatingcooling.com.
All right, as much as I love the carnival segment, this is the segment we've been waiting for, the Game Day Men's Health Difference Maker. And yeah, we're taking a look at the difference makers. Bears connections to the Super Bowl. Shout out to Abby and Jason and everybody at the Park Ridge game day location, which is setting me up for my big match tomorrow night with Paul Drake. Stay focused on the show right now. Don't think about that yet, Carm. Don't think about that. Be a better father, be a better husband, be a better man, be a better tennis player. Go to Game Day Men's Health. Visit GameDayCHGO.com to find the locations close to you. GameDayCHGO.com. And all right, here are our Game Day Men's Health Chicago connections. You want to start with the Seahawks, Hoge?
Yeah, we can go Seahawks first. Did you guys know that Sam Darnold's quarterback's coach in Seattle, the man coaching up Sam Darnold to this great season he's been having all the way to the Super Bowl, is none other than Andrew Janocko?
Wow.
Who is Justin Fields' quarterback's coach in Chicago, and was here under Luke Getsy and Matt Eberflus for 2 glorious years.
Yeah.
Janocko got up out of here, went down to New Orleans for a year, and then went with Clint Kubiak to Seattle. And if Clint Kubiak gets the Raiders job, maybe that's his OC. I don't know.
So I don't think if we put Andrew Janocko on the spot, he would speak particularly well of his experience being under Matt Eberflus, but perhaps one day he'll actually talk about that himself, so I don't want to put words in his mouth. I have thought about not only are these guys connections to the Bears, but also their connections to me. And Andrew Janocko.
This guy's having a hell of a show, isn't he?
Shocker there. How does this...
Andrew Janocko, Hoge, 2023 season, Justin Fields became the second fastest quarterback in NFL history to reach 2,000 rushing yards, as you remember, in only 36 games.
Yeah.
All right? And I famously wrote the song, Justin Fields Run the Ball. Remember that one?
Fields,
run
the ball to the place you belong, in the end zone, scoring touchdowns. Janocko connected to you. By the way, his wife is Natalie. Son, I once had a crush on a Natalie. That didn't work out for me. His son, Noah, Joakim Noah, one of my favorite Bulls. And his daughter, Isabella, which I have no connection to whatsoever.
Well, my connection is that I have friends that bought his house when he left Libertyville.
That's a greater connection.
I know. I don't think I think he's long gone at this point, so that's okay. But yeah.
Andrew Janocko. Braggs, you got any connections?
None.
You sure?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
He has a daughter, Isabella.
Should I move on to Velus Jones now?
Yeah.
Okay. Velus Jones is on the Seahawks, kind of. He's on the practice squad, I believe. He got elevated, though, for the game the other day.
Can we put in the chat, please, for those of you who, by the way, hit the like button because you love the show and all the connections. Can somebody tell me why Bears fans are so mad at Velus Jones at this point?
Because he was bad, and then he took a shot at the Bears on Twitter after they lost last week?
He smiled at the Bears losing. We're so sensitive that gets under Bears fans' skins. Like, who cares?
There's a crying face emoji.
I know.
Like crying, laughing. It wasn't just smiling.
Laughing.
He's laughing.
He's laughing at us.
He's laughing at the Bears losing.
Okay, Velus. You know you want to be here. You'd kill to be a Bear right now.
Well, it just, it's like...
You got cut, man.
Just because I know you're a big basketball guy. It's like being on the starting five, right? You're on the court, blood, sweat, and tears, trying to win a national championship.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the guy at the back end of the bench that has all the 3-point routines, and they get more and more obnoxious as the game goes on. He's doing nothing.
Right.
He's just over there, doing whatever because he doesn't play.
Right.
That's what Velus is
doing.
doing.
That's he can do whatever he wants. We
can't be this sensitive to Velus sorry-ass Jones. That's all I'm
It's not
saying.
sensitive.
It's not sensitive, Carm. It's funny because if Velus Jones had gone off, if he was like their starting running back right now,
Right.
He's Rashid. They had to trade for Rashid Shaheed in the middle of this season. Like if he was that guy on this team, which is what he was supposed to be for the Bears when they drafted him, and he's having this great redemption story in Seattle and he's in the Super Bowl, go ahead and laugh at the Bears then.
Right.
You've earned it. It didn't work out in Chicago, it worked out better. This dude has 13 career catches. 13 career catches. So it's not, I don't think this is an example of anybody being sensitive. It's just like, who the hell are you to be laughing at the Bears losing?
But I guess what I'm trying to say is if he had left here and was having a ton of success and then he was rubbing his nose in it to the Bears, I'd be like, that's annoying. We had him and we blew it. He's gone and been on 17 teams. Nobody even knows where he is, and like he's popped up with one smiling face. It's like, I don't care. You're Velus Jones. Like the greatest thing that Velus Jones ever did for this organization was be bad. He helped them get high draft picks. Thank you, Velus Jones, for everything you did in the New York Giants game and the Washington Commanders game. It was amazing when you couldn't catch a punt and gave the game away that ended up with the Bears getting the number 1 overall pick, which turned into Caleb Williams. People should be thanking this guy.
Well, that's the spin zone that is hilarious. That
like this dude was terrible.
He actually played a huge role in the Bears getting Caleb Williams.
He did. We should thank his ass.
Well, you can next week at the Super Bowl.
Another coach for Seattle that just looking through this, Jim Harbaugh's son.
Yeah.
So there's a Bears connection
the
there.
forgotten Harbaugh brother, which is
special teams
near my heart because he's the special teams coordinator for the Seahawks.
There you go.
A couple other connections for the Seahawks. Leslie Frazier. I actually did not know this till today.
I cannot believe Leslie Frazier is on their coaching
I didn't know Leslie Frazier was still coaching. He is their assistant head coach.
Leslie Frazier is one of the most first-class quality dudes going. 85
At least somebody on
Bears.
that 85 Bears team is still working. The rest of them just getting free meals in the city.
Those free meals, I think, have dried up pretty good, too. Yeah. A little rougher in the streets for those 85 Bears.
But I mean, good for Mike McDonald, young head coach who's Leslie Frazier's, I would think, a great guy to have in there to help you be, assistant head coach.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone say a bad word about Leslie Frazier.
He's a great dude. Even when he was with the Vikings as their head coach and, like, when they finally had to move on from him, I remember everybody in Minnesota being like,
this is where
such a good guy.
But I honestly feel like this Super Bowl is where Carman's going to shine because there just isn't as many Bears angles, right? So you've got like Kirk Olivadotti, the inside linebackers coach, 23 years. This feels like a Carm interview.
Carman P.
Olivadotti.
Olivadotti's great. I mean, look. I hope that I get to run into Velus for one, rewinding it back. But I want to talk to. I'll talk to Leslie Abadotti's and what about a Soup Campbell? Why can't we get a Soup Campbell in here?
Lamar Soup Campbell, Badger, my guy Soup. I like Soup. I don't know if Bears fans remember this. So he was the Bears. What was his exact title? Director of Player Engagement, I believe it was, under Ryan Pace. And so when they moved on from Pace and Nagy, he was one of 5 people that was put on the hiring committee that ended up hiring Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus. I mean, really, they were the ones that hired Poles, and then it was Poles that hired Bill Polian's guy to be the head coach. But Soup was on that hiring committee, and then it was somewhat controversial. It was one of those stories that was like a big deal for a couple days in July, and then everybody moved on and forgot about him. But Poles ended up firing Soup like 6 months later.
It was very weird.
And it was like,
thanks for hiring me. See you later.
4th of July holiday, wasn't in the building. It was just the circumstances around it were strange. Anyway.
It didn't go over well in the building either, but yeah, go ahead.
Exactly. And Soup landed on his feet with the Seahawks. He's the strategic personnel development and football operations. I think it's a similar job for the most part. And, I saw his Instagram the other day driving out of the stadium with a cigar in his hands as he celebrated the getting to the Super Bowl. So good for Soup.
Mm-hmm.
And bringing Soup back to me, as the point of this segment is, he was at Madison, as you know, Hoge, 94 to 98.
Yeah.
And I was at Iowa, 92 to 96. And we did go on the road. Yeah, well, we drove to Madison in your old building before the Kohl Center. That place was unbelievable. It was a great place to see
the field house is still there.
Yeah, that place
It's where they play volleyball now. It's awesome.
That place is phenomenal.
Yes.
And Chris Kingsbury, if people remember that name, the the dude could hit 3 balls from 45 feet out, and he was red hot that night, and it was and the Hawkeyes won.
Did you see Michael Finley?
I must have. That was the same
so.
era. Yeah.
Yeah.
Soup was. I bet Soup was in the arena. Shout out
Howard
Soup.
Moore was on those teams.
Yeah. It was a good era.
All right, let's sneak in these other Patriots connections here real quick. Thomas Brown, big one.
Yep.
Because he is one of the whatever many head coaches the Bears have had in their history. Thomas Brown, of course, the interim head coach last year after Flus was fired. He is the Patriots passing game coordinator and tight ends coach, so working with, Drake May this year. This is my favorite one. Do you guys remember Kyrus Tonga?
I
7th
do.
round pick, defensive line. I like Tonga. Matt Eberflus didn't fit his scheme, which he was more of a 3-4 guy. I get it, whatever. So he ends up. Did they just cut him? I want to say he ends up with the Vikings for a couple of years. Now he's with the Patriots, but he actually plays fullback. They line him up at fullback, which is awesome. I love that.
Which would have been great if they did that as a Bear. His first start ever as a Bear was September 26, 2021. That's when Justin Fields got sacked 9 times. He had no chance. It was the worst game in Bears history. That was the Tonga first start in Cleveland. Yes.
All right, and then a minor one, Jason Houghtailing. I think I said that right.
Hofteling.
No, it's Houghtailing. I'm pretty sure. Assistant offensive line coach 2 years ago.
Yeah, his wife's name is Mary, and I was named after Mary Carman, the great Mary Carman. Shout out Mary Carman. Thank you very much.
It is remarkable how I asked for help just to make sure we're not missing any connections, and this guy's got these people's families.
Well, you asked.
No, I did not ask for that.
Got Ben McAdoo, who was Green Bay's quarterbacks coach from 2012 to 2013.
That's not a Bears connection, but
A little bit.
You guys almost got the assignment. You looked up family members, which I didn't ask for. You're looking up Packer connections. We're almost there. I had fun. I hope you guys did too. When we come back, we'll get to your super chats. I want to hear Braggs tell a story about how he was in 2nd grade yesterday. All of that's coming up. Don't go anywhere. But first. All right, I know you guys like food. So have you heard of Goldbelly? Because it is this amazing site where you can get the most iconic, famous foods from restaurants all over the U.S. It's perfect for game day, Valentine's Day, anything else you got coming up here. So we know a lot of our listeners don't live in Chicago, live elsewhere. They might miss Chicago food. You can have Chicago-style hot dogs delivered to your front door. You could have Lou Malnati's pizza, even Pequod's, all this stuff. And if you live here and you want stuff from elsewhere, how about the original buffalo wings from Anchor Bar in Buffalo? That's what I ordered on Goldbelly. Came in like 2 days.
Those got delivered to...
You had some at my house, actually.
I did. They were delicious, and I got my own because they were so good. Thank you, Goldbelly.
And they got real Philly cheesesteaks. If you want to go that route, you can get barbecue straight from Texas. It's so, so good. So whether you're looking to turn game day into an unforgettable experience with friends or want to impress a loved one on Valentine's Day, go to goldbelly.com. You'll get 20% off your first order with promo code CHGO. Goldbelly.com, code CHGO, 20% off your first order.
They pack it up so well with the ice and the whole thing that you would never know. It's not even... It's delicious. It's fresh. It's amazing. What's also amazing... After you eat your Goldbelly or your delivery from Goldbelly, you get in your car or you take the Metro up to Ray Chevrolet in Fox Lake, and then you get in on the hot deals all month long during the Ray Resolution sales event. Shout out Ray Scarpelli. Shout out Ray Chevy. Stop in today. Drive home with 0% financing for 72 months plus no payments until spring on the all-new Chevrolet models, or check out their selection 125 vehicles, always priced under $20,000. They've got one of the largest Chevy inventories. You're going to find the perfect vehicle for you, like the Chevy Trax was for me. Don't miss out on the Ray Resolution sales event. It's going on all month long. 0% financing for 72 months. That's 6 years. 0 payments until spring on all new Chevrolet models. Shop Ray Chevrolet in Fox Lake or at raychevrolet.com. Serving the community since
1963.
Together, let's drive.
All right. I'd like to amend a take I had earlier in the show. I am actually now upgrading the Joe Brady hire to a slightly... I think this actually could end up being an upgrade for the Bills. Instead of us saying it's a wash, because Schefter's now reporting The Broncos defensive pass game coordinator, Jimmy Leonard, is expected to be a leading candidate to become the next defensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills. And if that's the case, I think their defense is going to be just as good as it has been.
Everybody loves Jim Leonard.
Not better, if not better. And their offense, you should still have that continuity with Joe Brady. So I think that would be a really good pairing.
So he was the runner-up in Green Bay. You would have hired him if you were the Packers? Is that right?
I would have, yes.
Yeah.
I am, as someone covering the Bears, I would be more worried about Jim Leonard as the Packers DC than I am Jonathan Gannon. So
Well, Packers people were saying they were worried about having to wait for Jim Leonard. So
well, they got impatient, and then now he's available. So
now they got
all that waiting.
Matt Eberflus
Now you have to
Jr.
wait to beat the Bears again, maybe
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
And
How's that for waiting?
Yeah.
you know, as far as more Bears updates, we have Ian Cunningham getting his second in-person interview with Atlanta to become their GM. I don't think anyone has an actual clear, insight on whether or not the Bears will get 2 compensatory picks if Ian Cunningham were to become the GM, because I guess it might be considered a lateral move.
I think the reason is because I think once the hire is made and it's actually more clear what the role is and what power he'll have, then that's when the league will decide on that.
See, I think that's ridiculous. Like, he's assistant GM. If they make him the GM, that's
Yeah, but if the GM doesn't have full power at that spot,
that's up to
then
the
you're
organization.
you're still really the assistant GM.
That's up to the organization to define who.
But they are defining it. Matt Ryan's running the football operations.
Okay, but like,
not Ian Cunningham.
but to me, don't you
in
think
Chicago, Ryan Poles runs the football operations, and Ian Cunningham's second.
Okay, but to me, don't you think that's a slippery slope?
Wait, isn't it a slippery slope just to start making up titles when really the hierarchy is the same?
But my point is, okay, Atlanta's an NFC rival, right?
Yeah.
Like, imagine if that was like in division, and so couldn't teams just say, well, he's actually not going to have these, because you don't want the other team in the NFC or the other team in your division to get 2 third-round picks. Like, you could just start making up, like, saying, well, he's actually not going to get this
But
responsibility.
they're not making it up. It's the actual hierarchy of what it is. It's not like they're going to lie and say Matt Ryan is the head of football, and then once Ian gets there, you're going to say, actually, Matt Ryan's going to go sit over here in the corner, and Ian's going to do everything.
Well, right, but wouldn't that eventually happen at some point? Right?
I don't.
Like,
It's not like they're
look.
losing their draft picks. I think you're overestimating how much they actually care about another team getting extra draft picks.
I don't know.
What I'm still slightly confused about, I'm seeing the chat go back and forth on this. The whole idea of compensatory pick was originally put in because why? What was the why did that get why was
To
that?
incentivize teams hiring
Minorities.
minority candidates.
Okay. All right. So that's what's happening here, correct? Or what in theory will be happening? Like whether it's up, down, and around, who cares? Like I still think like the principle to me should just apply, period. Like I don't lateral up. Like, if he's taking a lesser role, then maybe he's maybe he's getting paid more. Like, shouldn't the pick still apply?
Well, and that's my point. I think this will all be figured out when the dust settles.
Okay.
When they actually see, how much power does he have? Well, how much money is he making? Could the Bears actually technically block this if it's a lateral move? And are they letting him go for a bigger opportunity? And if there's a gray area there, then I agree with you. Then the NFL should reward the Bears for developing Ian Cunningham,
right,
and letting him go spread his wings in a bigger role somewhere else. And if that's the case, then I think they will end up with compensatory picks when it's all said and done.
Right.
In the spirit of the rule. And I think that's why I think that's it's confusing and why we haven't really gotten a real answer on it.
Well, I got to tell you, Patrick Finley did some great reporting on this, and that tweet went crazy. So congratulations to, as you call him, Pinley.
Congrats, Pinley.
Oh, okay. Well, our own Pat Norton.
The greatest Pat of all time.
We are going to be debuting a new segment on Thursday that will.
Carman wants to do it right now.
It will win awards. And you know what? Maybe we won't even add a fourth chair. We'll just have him take Carm's chair. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Yeah.
You're not doing that. I'm Norton's biggest advocate. He wants to be on here with me.
Anyway, the segment's going to be called Norton's Notes. So if you like stats about how many times the Bears have punted after they've gotten a first down on their first possession of a game, just you wait. Because we've got Norton's Notes coming your way.
This is how we'll do it. We will have the producer grade who had the worst show that day, and whoever was the lowest.
Sarah, who had the worst show today?
I'm not answering that.
Oh, Steven would have definitely said Carman.
Okay, Switzerland.
Steven, who had the worst show today?
He's not listening.
Well,
I think I've had the best show today.
Well, just guess.
I think
did Switzerland
for
become our
today,
place?
I kind of wish Braggs you spoke a little more. I feel like usually you are pretty vocal in the show, and I feel like
You're
today you've been a
fired.
little quiet.
Braggs out, Norton
I wanna
in,
hear
but
more-
it's not happening today. What do you guys think? Do you think that's a good? Is that a good? If we're not going to have another chair out here, how are we going to do it? So somebody's got to leave. I think that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to.
We're not.
If Norton, wants to take my spot and, figure out 5 more college basketball teams to root for to brag about.
You are not the one to be calling him out on that.
Yes, I can. Yeah, I am. Pick one team. You can't have that'd be like me rooting for multiple. I don't do that.
Okay.
How many?
One basketball team.
Okay. I mean,
He's got like 7.
so you think that? I mean, I 99% of the time am rooting for Northwestern, but I went to Iowa. Am I allowed to? I grew up rooting for Northwestern. I'm not.
Do they play each other?
Yeah, they do.
Who do you root for?
Northwestern.
Then that's who you root for.
Of course.
Anytime.
See, and
But I went to the University of Iowa.
Okay, but you can appreciate Iowa, right?
If
you're not gonna root against them.
The Cats are not going to make the tournament this year, or any tournament for that matter.
Right. You don't start putting on all your Iowa garb.
No, but in
you
in the tournament, am I allowed to root for the school that I went to, or no?
Okay, but there's a difference between rooting and
Acting like I'm like it's a good.
Right.
I won't do that.
Right.
I would just be
Like the game
I'd
ends
be
the other
cash-
day. Illinois Purdue ends right in like 30 seconds. 3 seconds after the game's over, I'm getting a text from Patrick Norton, who's a Kansas fan.
Because he's taunting you. That's funny.
Yeah, well, it's not funny.
I think that's definitely funny.
You can't have 6 teams. That's not a fair fight.
Well, you should be proud of yourself that you've built a relationship enough with him that he feels comfortable to taunt you. Because
Well, he shouldn't. Tread lightly.
We're also going to play.
That's the other thing too. Like all these Illinois fans going at me. Like,
don't take
just shut up. Like you guys know me as the Purdue fan. So then Purdue loses, and now I got to hear it from all you carnival barkers.
Yeah, you definitely don't ask for it.
And no, because if Purdue would beat Illinois, all these people reaching out to me, I don't think about you. I don't associate beating Illinois with you. So you leave me alone. Unless we have a personal relationship and a rivalry against those two teams, I don't want to hear from you. Shut up and enjoy your win.
See,
Can I
that's
text you
what
if-
I missed, Braggs.
Yeah, he's back.
That's what I
Listen,
wanted.
He's also the reason we're going to hit overtime again for the second.
No, it isn't. We're done. Minute
No, we're
and a
not.
half. Get your thoughts out.
Super chats.
90 seconds. Read them fast.
I've got at
I want
least
to hear how you failed second grade, though. Jonathan Otten, our guy, $20 super chat. He says, thank you to everyone who's voted or will vote for my campaign for NFL Fan of the Year.
Let's go.
Voting ends next Tuesday, and I truly appreciate the diehard community for the support. Guys, I hope to see you in San Francisco.
You definitely will, John.
We're going to see you in San Francisco.
gonna
And
give you
everybody go
Carm's
vote for him.
have you retweeted it, Hoger?
At least once or twice. I can do it again if there's another one.
He's got one out there.
Yeah.
Well, J.O., hang in there. Fight to the end. Never say die. You got this. Appreciate the super chat.
Laquandris Gladney, $5 super chat.
Just cut off my J.O. salute. The fan. You just cut off the NFL Fan of the Year, but go ahead.
Sorry, J.O.
He's got another one. Chill.
I just wanted to Laquandris.
Laquan's got okay. $5. Bears, one of, if not the only team in NFL history with 4 pass catchers over 650 yards. That's a good spin zone.
Is that true?
No idea, but
That's
he
no way
says
that's
it
true.
is.
But okay.
Anyway, we're definitely hitting overtime, so it's 60% Bragg's fault. Anyway, become a diehard and whatnot.
Not my fault.
And enjoy overtime.
Brex, thank you. I like overtime. It's good to be here with you guys. I've had a great time today, despite
We didn't have to read these super chats.
Yes, we do.
$5 from Philip J. Fry. Yes, we do, and we all and send more. Pro Bowl should be the same time as the Combine Draft. Make it even more of an event every year. No one is sitting out because of the Super Bowl. So you're
No one.
But they want to be done, man. They want to be on vacation, Philip J. Fry. They want to be in Cancun.
Someone earlier
Why
asked
is
why they
Phillips-
don't do it back in Hawaii where people want to go. That was the problem. People stopped going to Hawaii. They were turning down a free vacation to Hawaii.
Why is Philip's picture my picture? Like, why does he have a picture of me? Is it? I
You
know, but
look
that's me.
It's like 20-year-old you, too.
You look stunningly handsome right there. You had it going on at that point.
Thank you.
Precipitous fall. No, you still look great, Gregory. You know this. J.O., where is the draft party going to be?
I don't know why Greg does not have this planned yet.
Why don't you have this planned yet?
I'll let you know here soon, J.O.
Well, you should need to work on
I
that.
thought we were going to be announcing it the
And I
second
could
the season
just
was
say
over.
it's going to be at Joe's, but I don't want to speak out of turn.
Well, it wasn't last year. Are we going back to Joe's?
That's true. It was at 115 Bourbon Street last year.
That's right.
I got a couple of shout-outs and Snidbits here before we figure out where the draft party is.
It's the off season again.
It's been we haven't had a Snidbit in a minute. In a minute. Okay.
Let's see how long this overtime takes.
Tay said hello to me at the United Center. So did Train. Took a picture with Train. That was awesome. Train, you're the man. So are you, Tay.
Easiest way to make the show ever is to just say hi to Carman anywhere.
Listen,
Is that not true?
if you say hello, you're making the show. That's correct.
Right.
You remember you met my buddy, our fan of the show,
Roach?
my FedEx driver
Yeah,
at the United
love that
Center.
guy.
You met him in the bathroom.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
We're taking pictures with him.
We were in the bathroom together. Yeah.
Okay, so I forgot to tell this story with everything going on. 2 weeks ago, sitting at my house,
He shows up.
and not too many people ring the doorbell. So that was the first thing. All right, what's going on? Then I'm getting
Sebastian Maniscalco does the greatest stand-up on that bit right there.
what?
Well, how when people back in when we were growing up, if somebody rang your doorbell, it was like a
It's a big
family
deal.
event.
Yeah.
And he's got to do it. But
Yeah.
it's like Ma would go out and get the leftovers and heat them up for whoever was at the door. Now it's someone rings the
Who the
doorbell.
hell?
Get down, everybody, get down. No one's home.
Sarah, I just slacked you.
Right.
Sarah, I just
So
slacked you the picture of him.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Doorbell rings. I'm like,
Uh-oh.
that's weird. I just figure it's the mail or something, right? I don't know who. Ironically enough. Well, then 3 minutes later, this was there was some time that passed. All of a sudden, boom, 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 a cop is at the door. Hard knocks. It was
Great show.
This is my FedEx driver. He wanted to talk Bears.
You want
Bears
to talk?
Packers.
There you go. What's his name?
Don't put me on the spot.
Oh,
here.
that's terrible.
Wait, is this the guy Carman met?
yeah.
Why don't you know his name?
Well,
He has
because
it.
I've met him once and I put it in. I wrote it
You
down.
put it in
but
your phone.
it's-
Surprised you don't have his address and what his whole family's history, like you did random Patriots coaches.
I left a lot of meat on that bone that of other notes that I had
Let's
on
leave
that.
it there.
So just be thankful. But he's a great man, outstanding effort, and he loves you, Gregory. So that's why he good. How long did the conversation go on?
By the way, Sarah's doing a great job producing today, filling in for Steven, and got her first experience. As a producer of this show, you have to know that Carmen will always send you something, whether it's audio or a picture, after 2:00. And you will have to turn it around in 5 seconds, which she did. Look, whatever this picture is that we're looking at,
He
that's his
listens every
FedEx
day,
driver.
so he's going to be mad that I don't remember his name. But I don't remember anybody's name, to be fair.
I don't remember your name.
Right. So, but he is our guy, and we appreciate
Great,
it.
dude.
But he is our guy.
He is.
And you're my guy.
So the funny thing is, I see him pulling away
yeah.
and now I'm like, well, now I feel bad. So I went and chased. I got in my car and went and chased him down.
Are you serious?
Yeah. He's just going down the street making a delivery.
So you missed the banging on the door. You didn't get there soon
Right.
enough. He knew you were home, so he thought you were
Well, at that
dodging.
point, I'm like, what the hell?
So then you hopped
Then
in.
I saw him going, and I see him pulling out. I'm like, all right, I'll go find him. See what's up.
That's amazing. And then how long did the conversation go?
Like 10 minutes.
Okay, because was Addie still doing e-learning at that
wasn't
point?
yesterday.
Oh, that was okay. Okay. The guy Jared who came up to me last night. This dude was of people that were excited to see me. This was towards the top of the list, and he was like, "I love your singing," and then
So who is this again?
it was Jared at the Bulls game last night. Now Jared,
I question everything about Jared now.
I was
Jared-
going to say,
everything.
Jared sounds like an idiot.
Jared was the man. Loved him. Now he did have a little bit of a faux pas going on. The fact that he was wearing a Lakers jersey. Jared, we can't. That's okay though. It's okay. It's all right.
And that's the other thing, too. No, has anybody brought this up in terms of the banners? I get they put them in numerical order, but I don't like that. I don't. Like,
It should be in the order they went up.
No, I think Jordan should be in the middle of the 5. Scotty on immediate right, Derek on immediate left, then we bump Sloan and Krause.
Bob Love.
Or, Bob Love. Not
Krause
Sloan.
and Phil are like above the 300 level and along the court or
Okay,
along the
yeah,
ice.
sorry.
Those are the players that are
Sloan
over
and
there.
Bob Love. Thank you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
And move them to the outside. But
Yeah.
they do it in I think Jordan should be in the middle.
I mean, I think Jordan should either be the only number retired or Jordan should just be like, it should just hang down over everything. But okay, that thought I haven't had. But can I just give one more thought, and then we can go. Hoge, you ready for this one?
Yeah. No.
There's this guy.
Depends on what the thought is.
There's this guy. His name is LeBron James.
Oh, great.
Did you talk to him last night?
No, I didn't.
Does he like your singing?
I went because it's LeBron, and I assume he's going to play a couple more years, but this could have been the last one, and he's been coming here forever. So you're a Laker. That means you come to Chicago one time a year. Mm-hmm. It was 6 years to the anniversary of Kobe Bryant passing away yesterday. This dude comes in here last night, LeGoat, and he doesn't speak to the media. Dude, you are the one of the faces of all of sports. You're coming to Chicago, the land of Michael Jordan. You speak the one time you come into the arena every year. Come on, dude. Completely not okay. I know that not a lot of people care about this, but I thought it was incredibly lame. Kobe and my theory on is he didn't talk because he didn't want to talk about Kobe because there's like some weird rivalry between the two of them. Because Kobe challenged him and taunted and just dominated him.
Good for Kobe.
Yeah. So anyway, he didn't speak last night. I thought that was lame.
Played
a great basketball game. I'll give him that.
I tend to agree with you. Wait, so he didn't even speak after the game to the Lakers reporters?
He didn't speak. It was all Luka.
Weird.
Dude, come on. You can't talk to me and Sam Smith, Casey Johnson. No, it's that's some huge.
Just 3 Bulls
Dave McMiniman?
reporter legends right there.
That's right.
Derek
Anyways.
just had his jersey retired. No thoughts on that?
Who?
Derek? I mean from LeBron.
Oh, from LeBron.
Oh, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. You could have talked about Derek. I mean, there's a million things you could have talked. Yeah, no, I'm talking.
The Kevin
Oh,
Herter.
can't talk?
By the way, the Kevin Herter doing the Derrick Rose celly on the 3-pointer was awesome.
I didn't see that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
The 3 he hit the other
Carm,
night?
we clipped it. It's on CHGO Sports.
Okay, I'll check it out. I haven't seen it.
What is the Derrick Rose celly?
When he went like this into Joakim
Oh,
Noah's arms.
Okay. What do you mean, come on?
Kevin Herter.
Jesus Christ. Am I?
It's not that he did it one time. It wasn't like his signature.
It was the best one he ever did.
I mean,
It was badass.
I like the one where he hit it in Milwaukee and gave the little.
I mean, what a disappointing way to end the show. This guy didn't even see it. This guy doesn't even know what the celly is.
It's not. You can't define it as his celly.
It is.
He did it once.
And it was iconic. Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
It was the last time the Bulls were good. That literally was the last
I
moment.
know.
That was it. He hit that shot. They were up 2-1. They had a chance. And then LeBron hit
Patrick, you got your notes ready? You look like shit.
Wow.
Wow.
He's wearing a nice quarter zip and a turtleneck. You look like an idiot.
You say thank you. You say thank you to Patrick Norton for bringing in the donuts today, for bringing in the danishes.
He pissed me off the other day.
Well,
I was actually annoyed by the donuts because I was having a great day. I already worked out. I've eaten well today at a healthy breakfast, and then I ate
Stupid Keaton Wagler text.
Wagler.
Pissed me off.
Wagler.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. All right.
ILL.
Tomorrow we're gonna have some draft conversation. Our guy Fran Duffy, who, if you're not already subscribed to his free newsletter, you should be. His draft newsletter, the ALLCITY draft guide that we have out every single year has already been out since October. So get your draft fix. He's gonna join us tomorrow from the Senior Bowl in Mobile,
He's
Alabama.
already at the Shrine Bowl.
Yep, he was at the Shrine Bowl. They got the first Senior Bowl practice is today. The actual Shrine Bowl is happening tonight, which you could just watch on TV. And so he's going to join us, and we're going to basically kick off our draft coverage for the year with Frank because he's awesome. So
It's going to be great.
it will be great. That's it tomorrow, 1 o'clock.
Okay, 2 days in a row. Of
Sarah, outstanding
going
performance today.
way
Outstanding.
over on overtime.
You're fired, Steven.
Steven will be back tomorrow. He misses us deeply.
He's right there.
He's right there. But he wasn't. When you're not in that seat, you're not here. In that seat.
He said hit the end. Yeah, do it. Goodbye.
Bye.
We all silly like the mayor.